What's up, my guys? Welcome to the Dear Brother podcast. Was thinking about some things, man. I wanted to drop on you guys today, and hopefully, it will help you in these relationships we're in, man. Relationships aren't bad. I think sometimes we just don't have the right tools to deal with them, man. So I'm gonna share some things today, man, that I think can help us. I by no means have ever had the perfect relationship, man, but I'm just trying to help us out and grow. Hit that like button, man. Hit that subscribe button. Become part of a good community, man. We're grown men, keep on growing. I want to talk about 5 things every man needs to do to help his relationship along today. All right, let's get into it. Number one, I think the first thing we need to do is stop trying to fix everything because you can't. You can't. Some things, man, have nothing to do with you. You know, it's like sometimes you get into an argument with your lady or something like that, and some arguments have nothing to do with you. Sometimes it's what I call the third person in the room. Sometimes what a woman is saying is not even what she means. Sometimes it's something else driving her that she is like a back thing that she don't want to talk about. So stop trying to fix everything, man. The things you can fix, go ahead and fix, and you know them. The things you can't fix, man, don't stress yourself out about, man. Look for communication. Learn to listen sometimes. Listen real close. Because not every problem needs a solution. Not every problem needs a solution, bro. I promise you that. Sometimes what your woman needs is just to be heard. I'm serious. Sometimes you got to sit back and listen. And I know women say that, and it's like, what you mean? But sometimes, man, they just want to be heard. And you going through the stress of trying to fix things, you didn't even have to do it. Just hear her out. And that's what she needs, man. Give it to her. Don't feel like you're less than a man or you had to fix it. Sometimes fixing it was just listening. Because know this, when you fix it, when you do need to fix it, you do need to fix it. When you need to leave it alone, right? Another thing, man, if you want to really be understood in your relationship, you got to create space for it. Seriously. Otherwise, you'll be pushing and pulling, trying to make room for yourself. And it's never comfortable for any of us, man, to be in that position. Sometimes you shut down because you don't feel safe. You don't feel safe to speak. And I know a lot of us have been through that, man. I look at social media all the time, but many of us don't feel safe to speak, right? But sometimes you got to make room. You got to create that space to feel safe, man, and say what you need to say because you feel safe saying it. You feel safe. You got to make yourself feel safe, right? Because that's real talk, man. If you try to hide it, man, it doesn't go away. It sits right down in here, and after a while, you become a time bomb waiting to go off, right? You know I'm right. Listen, because you got to set the tone. You got to set the tone for communication. Because if you don't, then you'll blow up. You say the wrong thing, man. You make your relationship worse. Understand this too, man. Respect is given. It's respect ain't given. It's earned, right? Now, I'm not saying that a woman doesn't owe you respect, but what I'm saying is you got to do the things. Like my dad used to always tell me, man. Sometimes us as men, we want to have everything, right? We want to have everything. You can't have everything, right? You want respect, man. You got to show up consistently. You can't do what you want to do and expect a woman to just operate, man. That's bondage for her, and she ain't gonna go for it. Now y'all can call me soft or whatever other names these young cats call men who trying to live out this thing right. What's the other one? I forgot it. But whatever they call men is trying to live it right. Listen up, bro. Show consistency. If you love her, show consistency. And if you don't love her, man, don't be with her. But these things are when you with a woman you really love that it matters. Listen, because these things won't matter with a woman who really ain't good. No matter what you do, it won't be good. Lead with integrity, man. Lead with integrity because that woman you love deserves that. Understand this, man. When you command respect, by the way you act, you never have to demand it. You command respect by how you act. You never have to demand it. When a man is always demanding respect, that means he ain't put himself in position to get it, bro. Right? Listen up. Listen up. Think about it. Because there are times in life you probably demanded respect. That's because you wasn't doing the right thing. And again, well, I'll say that at the end, but let's keep on rolling. Listen, lead like a man, not a tyrant. That's important. You got to lead like a man, not a tyrant, man. Leadership, when you leading your family and your children, man, it's not about controlling. It's not about controlling everything. It's not. Sometimes the reason why you out of control is because you're trying to control everything. You can't control everything, man. Some things you got to let go, right? Having things the way they need to be is about being responsible with it. If you be responsible with it, don't jump in every argument. Don't let everything throw you off. Pace your mind, right? Pace your mind. Pace how you deal with things, right? If you move with wisdom, bro, and purpose, trust is going to follow that. Seriously, even if you broke trust in a relationship, if a woman decided to stay with you and love you anyway, trust me, man. Move with wisdom. Move with purpose. Move with the right pace. Don't be blowing up. Trust will follow that. You can get your lady back, bro, but you got to lead with purpose. You got to lead with wisdom. knowledge and understanding. Don't be a tyrant. You hear me? Lastly, let me give you this, man. Master balance. What's the balance you talking about, Chris? I'm talking about the balance between strength and emotion, right? Some of us act like we don't have no emotions. We pass that. Listen to some of my other podcasts. You have emotions as a man. Don't lie to yourself, and don't buy the lie people trying to sell you. Master the balance between strength and emotion, because that's where you win at as a man in relationships, with family, with your children, with anybody, right? Being solid doesn't mean being cold. Being a solid man, or being the man you need to be, solid foundational man, that doesn't mean being cold. That doesn't mean being stoic. I know it's a lot of podcasts out here about being stoic, man. That's not manhood. That's not manhood. You can be solid and not be cold, because cold don't get you nowhere but by yourself, right? Listen, a man can lead and still stay connected emotionally. You can, right? You don't have to be a tyrant, a king. No. That's not what your family's looking for, and that's not what they need. And guess what, bro? It's not what you need either. It's not what you need. You can lead and still be connected emotionally. Some of y'all got daughters. You got to connect emotionally. You got to connect emotionally, because you'll be the one. You'll be the one showing her what manhood looks like. What you don't want is some bum dude coming in your daughter's life, controlling and having no balance of emotions and all that. You don't want that. You will protect her from that. So the same way you wouldn't want your daughter experiencing, man, you got to be one to teach. You got to be the one to teach her what it feels like for a man to be solid and still be emotionally connected. You got to be the one. You're the example of that, bro. So be that, because that's what she needs. It's also what your lady needs. It's also what your son needs. In order for him to go out here and not be a tyrant, and be loving and kind, and be solid but still be emotionally connected. Don't think being a man is being disconnected. It's not. Being a man is being connected to everything and knowing how to bring balance to all that's around you. That's manhood, right? It's manhood. The man who can balance himself, he wins in life. He also wins in relationship. So don't lose it, bro. Don't lose it. I hope this podcast challenged you. I hope it made you feel good about the things you do well. And I hope it challenged you to make you look at things a little bit different, man. I know I have to, and I have to all the time. I'm never on this podcast sharing because I'm perfect. I'm sharing because this is where grown men grow. And that's why I started this community, man, for us, right? So for us, trust me, I'm challenged by my own words. If I wasn't, I'd just be being a fraud. No, I'm challenged by my own words. I got a lady, I got kids, I got 3 daughters, twin daughters, 18, bro, right? I got to show them something. Because if I don't lay the pathwork, some crazy, nutty young kid out here is going to be trying to show them what manhood is. No. I'm not leaving that up to some kid. I got to show my girls what manhood is all about. Listen, bro, I love you. You matter. You matter to me. You got to make sure you matter to you. You count, bro. Your feelings count. Your emotions count. You count. You matter. Hit that like button, man. Hit that subscribe. Join this community, man. Join this community, man, because it's a healthy place where grown men keep growing and keep on getting better. Listen, man, be brilliant today, because you absolutely are. I end the show like I always end every show. Say it with me. Yesterday was history. Tomorrow's a mystery. All you got is right now, bro. What you going to do with it? What you going to do about it? Stay solid, my man. It's on you. Peace.